Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to our channel, where we celebrate love in all its forms. Whether you're deeply in love, searching for that special someone, or simply a hopeless romantic at heart, today's video is for you. True love isn't expressed in passionately whispered words, an intimate kiss, or an embrace. Before two people are married, love is expressed in self-control, patience, even words left unsaid. I am supposed to be touched. I can't wait to find the person who will come into the kitchen just to smell my neck and get behind me and hug me and breathe me in and make me turn around and make me kiss his face and put my hands in his hair even with my soapy dishwater drips. I am a lovely woman who will come into my kitchen and be hungry for me. Every life needs a little space. It leaves room for good things to enter it. It is very difficult to live among people you love and hold back from offering them advice. You dance inside my chest where no one sees you, but sometimes I do, and that sight becomes this art. When male authors write love stories, the heroine tends to end up dead. It's more like you meet someone and you fall in love, and you hope that that person is the one, and then at some point you have to put down your chips. You just have to make a commitment and hope that you're right. The true measure of a man is how he treats you when others are not looking. Intrigued by that enigma, he dug so deeply into her sentiments that in search of interest, he found love. Because by trying to make her love him, he ended up falling in love with her. So, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard. We're going to have to work at this every day. But I want to do that because I want you. I want all of you, forever. You and me, every day. Will you do something for me, please? Just picture your life for me. 30 years from now, 40 years from now, what's it look like? If it's with him, go. I lost you once, I think I can do it again if I thought that's what you really wanted. But don't you take the easy way out. Love is the most selfish of all the passions. Love can't cure a mental illness. This isn't a crush, it's obsession. You are never not in my thoughts. Your scent carries across a room and paralyzes me with longing. I don't want to hold your hand. Part of me wants to set you on fire and hold you while the flame consumes us both, to eat your heart so I know that only I possess it entirely. I am the poet of the poor, because I was poor when I loved. Since I could not give gifts, I gave words. I'd missed him so much, it almost hurt. It started the moment I left the keep and nagged at me all day. Every day I had to fight with myself to keep from making up bullshit reasons to call the keep so I could hear his voice. My only saving grace was that Curran wasn't handling this whole mating thing any better. Yesterday, he'd called me at the office, claiming that he couldn't find his socks. We talked for 2 hours. If we only fell in love with people who were perfect for us, then there wouldn't be so much fuss about love in the first place. He said that we belonged together because he was born with a flower and I was born with a butterfly, and that flowers and butterflies need each other for survival. Life is suffering, love is the desire to see unnecessary suffering. Amelia Tedruth is the handmaiden of love. Dialogue is the pathway to truth. Humility is recognition of personal insufficiency, and the willingness to learn is to die voluntarily and be born again in great ways, and smell so speech must be untremoled so. That dialogue can take place so that we can all humbly learn so, that truth can serve leveso, that suffering can be ameliorated so, that we can all stumble forward to the kingdom of God. You might as well make yourself fly as to make yourself love. What barrier is there that love cannot break? The anticipation and dread he felt at seeing her was also a kind of sensual pleasure, and surrounding it, like an embrace, was a general elation. It might hurt, it was horribly inconvenient. No good might come of it. But he had found out for himself what it was to be in love, and it thrilled him. Real love has little to do with falling. It's a climb up the rocky face of a mountain, hard work. And most people are too selfish or too scared to bother. Very few reach the critical point in their relationship that summons the attention of the light and the dark. That place where they will make a commitment to love, no matter what obstacles or temptations appear in their path. You are not a perfect woman. You have an evil temper. You're as blind as a mole. You're a deplorable poet. And frankly, your French accent could use some work. Supporting himself on his elbows, Leo took her face in his hands. But when I put those things together with the rest of you, it makes you into the most perfectly imperfect woman I've ever known. Many, many readers have written asking me wistfully about the nature of Sam and Grace's relationship, and I can assure you that sort is absolutely real. Mutual, respectful, enduring love is completely attainable, as long as you swear you won't settle for less. You can't fool people into loving you. The truth was, I knew, after all those flat January days, that I deserved better. I deserved I love yous and kiwi fruits and warriors coming to my door, besotted with love. I deserved pictures of my face in 1,000 expressions and the warmth of a baby's kick beneath my hand. I deserved to grow and to change, to become all the girls I could be over the course of my life, each one better than the last. He kissed me wildly, overwhelming me like a giant wave rushing to shore. I was soon lost in the turbulent grasp of his embrace, and yet I knew I was safe. His wild kiss drove me, pushed me, asked me questions I was unwilling to consider. But I was cherished by this dark Poseidon, and though he had the power to crush me utterly, to drown me in the purple depths of his wake, he held me aloft, separate. His passionate kiss changed. It gentled and soothed and entreated. Together, we drifted towards a safe harbor. The god of the sea set me down securely on a sandy beach and steadied me as I trembled. Effervescent tingles shot through my limbs, delighting me with surges of sparkling sensation, like sandy toes tickled by bubbly waves. Finally, the waves moved away, and I felt my Poseidon watching me from a distance. We looked at each other, knowing we were forever changed by the experience. We both knew that I would always belong to the sea, and that I would never be able to part from it and be whole again. This is the part where I kiss you.